Now we're going to move on to strikes. There's a couple things you need to know before you start doing your strikes. The first one is that you have to start in the same stance as you do everything. If you do one thing from this stance, you have to do everything from that stance. If you switch your stance for everything that you do, if you kick from one stance and then elbow from another stance and guard from another stance and then move around from another stance, people are going to notice what you're doing and it's not going to work anymore. You have to understand power, what power is. Power relies on three things. It relies on the speed something is going, the weight behind it, and the condition of the object. So if I'm punching, I need to have three things: speed, weight, and the condition of the object. So if I'm punching and I'm putting a lot of weight behind it, I'm going to use all my muscles, but I'm going real slow, this is not going to work, this is not going to hurt. It might push somebody back a little bit, but it's not going to have power. If I'm just using my hands, but I'm going real fast, but I'm not putting any weight behind it, that's probably not going to work either. The other thing is if I hit the target, and instead of breaking the target, I break my weapon, I break my hand, then that's not going to work. That's going to hurt me more than whatever I'm hitting. That's not what I want. So you need speed, weight, and the condition of the object. Those are the three things that make power. The way you get power in your strikes is by relaxing. You have to relax, and right when your weapon hits the target, touches the target, that's when you have to start to use your muscles, use your strength, and that's your power. So relax. That's going to get you your speed. If you're tense and you're flexing all your muscles and you try to punch like that, it's going to be really slow. So you want to relax right until your hand touches the target. Then you want your hand to go 4 to 6 inches, your weapon to go 4 to 6 inches past the target, and that's when you're going to start using your muscles, start using your power. So relax, relax. You always have to punch past your target. Most straight punches, you go 4 to 6 inches. Some inward, outward punches like that, some kicks that go inward or outward. You can go all the way past your target, but you always want to go past your target. You never want to punch at the target because all your strength is right there. It's not penetrating. You also have to use as little bit of motion as you can. You want your hand to go straight to the target, your weapon straight to the target, and straight back. You want to get your hand back as quick as you can. The longer your hand is out there, the longer you're exposed to somebody punching you. You can't block, if you're striking, especially with your hands, you can't block everything. You only have one hand to block now. You can use this hand to block a little bit, but you're way more vulnerable than if you got both hands up. So you have to get your hand out and back as quick as you can. If there's something in front of the target, even if we're going around like this with one of the hooks, we're not going to come all the way around this way and punch that way or strike that way. We're going to go around whatever we're trying to get around and hit from there. We're going to still try to make the smallest amount of movement. We're just going to go around what we need to. So when you start doing any strike, we're going to use the same pattern for everything. This is how we're going to get weight behind our strikes. For our front hand, we're usually going to step out. We're going to step out. We're going to try to land with our foot right when our weapon goes that 6 to 8 inches or 4 to 6 inches past our target. So I should be landing right about when my hand is coming back. With your backhand, you're usually going to turn your hips and turn into that forward bow. That's how we're going to get weight with our backhand, weight into our backhand. Again, right when the weapon is about to hit the target, that's when you want to change your stance and push through. Relax. Right at the last second, push through. Anytime you're doing something with one hand, keep the other hand up. Always keep one hand up. One hand is striking, one hand is guarding every time. One hand is blocking, one hand is guarding every time. Step with the front one, turn with the back one.